Alright. So did you kill Monica? So, whoa, what's this one? I must drop all my courage and let out a decisive roar. Excuse me, waiter! What the fuck? Hello everyone! How are you guys doing today? So, ironically, I just finished doing the Date with Yuri video, and I said, well, let me see what's next on my schedule, since I still have a little bit of energy. It's the Yuri Parable. So we have a lot of Yuri this week. Especially because, if my prediction is correct, I think we're going to be seeing her for a little bit of the next episode of Exit Music. I might be wrong though, but I do think we'll be seeing her in Exit Music a lot more, so. This is a very heavily focused Yuri week, which is not what I meant for it to be, but don't worry about it. Is this the back room? No, I'm kidding. It's the Stanley Parable, but with Yuri. There we go. I just wanted to take a sip of coffee, bro. Gallery images? That's items. I'm a little bit blind. Fair. Who's under players? Probably. Or should I omit it Yuri? I mean, it's Yuri Parable. Now, I know the narrator is, like, British, isn't he? Should I put on a British accent for this? I can't put on a British accent for that long. This is a story of a girl named Yuri. Yuri was a schoolgirl like any other. She would go to class, have lunch, and meet up with her friends in the literature club. While she didn't deem her life as particularly exciting, it was interesting enough for her. After all, she had plenty of things to do. Expand her knife collection, try new types of tea, and explore the world of poetry. At this point, it didn't matter what Yuri's future held for her, or how her past treated her. What matters is that Yuri was happy. On God. But then one day, something peculiar happened. Yuri arrived at the classroom for her usual meeting with other girls, but no one was there. Hello? She called out nervously, only to receive no response. Where could they have gone? Yuri sat at her desk, waiting for them to arrive. After a few minutes, she decided that something was wrong. Yuri tried to think of the most likely explanation for such an odd occurrence. Maybe the meeting was cancelled, she thought to herself. Perhaps there was a mandatory school assembly and she just missed the memo. Yuri got up and entered the hallway. Yuri, did you just... Oh, please don't tell me you're gonna do this. Parfait, girls? Do you actually like that garbage? You know, Yuri, for someone as sophisticated as you, I honestly didn't expect you to be into this kind of stuff. You did pass 3rd grade, right? Okay, I think you had your fun. How about you step out of the closet so we can continue the story? Really? Are you still reading manga? Alright then. Ha! If you can't read manga anymore, there's no reason for you to stay here. Let's just get out of the closet and continue where we left off. Why, Yuri? Just... why? You think there's some kind of Easter egg here? You think that if you stay here for a certain amount of time, something will happen? Because I'll tell you right now, there are no secrets here. In fact, there's nothing here at all. The manga closet has absolutely no relevance to the story whatsoever. I swear I thought I just heard someone. I'll be right back. Alright, turns out I'm hearing things. That was a little nerve-wracking. Okay. In fact, there's nothing here at all. This manga closet has absolutely no relevance to the story whatsoever. It baffles me how you are so intrigued by it. Perhaps you consider this its own branching story. Maybe you'll tell your friends. Did you get the manga closet ending? The manga closet ending is my favorite. I hope your friends find this concerning. Yuri's ugly, stupid, and can hardly focus on complete and can hardly form complete sentences. I'm not Yuri, but you're not wrong. Also, the portrait of Markov is terrible. Almost as bad as what you were reading earlier. Still no reaction. Okay, I've come to a very definite conclusion regarding what's going on right now. You're dead. Somehow Monica has broken through the firewall and has altered your personality, causing you to kill yourself in a surprisingly quiet manner. Well, the most responsible thing to do in this situation would be to alert someone nearby. Hello? Is anyone there? The girl in the closet is dead. She has fallen prey to a number of countless psychological human vulnerabilities. Please advise the new girl to take her place or remove her corpse. Any girl except Monica. And make sure the new girl understands basic video game mechanics along with the history of narrative tropes in visual novels, so the irony and insightful commentary of this story is not lost upon her. When you've done that, feel free to leave this closet and continue the story. I like it here. Oh, it's so dumb. What? What? Okay. I guess we'll try to listen. However, Yuri was not willing to make such a decision yet. If there was a school assembly, how come she was the only one not aware of it? If she just waited to hear, surely her friends would arrive at some point. Some more time passed, and Yuri's confidence began to fade. What if nobody came? Perhaps getting up and looking for everyone would be the best choice after all. I like that option. Maybe I shouldn't have chose that option. Yuri thought she had encountered an unexpected error until this dialogue box came up confirming that this was actually part of the game. She then praised the game for its clever use of realistic RENP error messages, tricking the user into thinking that they had encountered an actual exception. Let's just take the moment to sit here and appreciate this clever piece of game design. Oh, there you go. That's where it's wrong. Users Phantom Wolf? That's not the name of my PC. I don't even know who Phantom Wolf is. So bad. So bad. Okay, I'm over it. What about you, Yuri? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, in that case, we'll just stay here. But the real question is, what would have happened to you what would have happened if you said you wanted this to stop? Would the outcome have been particularly different? Perhaps you hadn't even thought about it until I brought it up just now. After finishing this section, would it be worth it to restart and try the other option? Or maybe, oh, this is rich. Maybe you already picked the other option and are now seeing what this one does. Well, anyway, I've already built up the other option so much. So I'll just leave you to decide whether you come back here, continue the story, or just stay forever and ever and ever. Cheers! Yeah, I can't do anything here. I'll be given an option soon enough. Oh. There's no way that's the end. I need an ending for this. I'm gonna look up if there's actually a way to just sit here forever. I wanna know. I'm curious. I guess not. I quit the whole mod, didn't it? My bad. That's on me. Fair. Well, you could just bring up the menu and restart the game. You could do it right now, right then. It's really easy. Hit escape and click on main menu. Yet we're still here. You must be fighting an internal conflict where you are unable to act upon your own desires. Let me help you out by making this as unbearable as possible and encouraging you to restart. Okay. I'm not sticking to that. That hurts my ears. So I want to know what happens if I... But she quickly dismissed the thought of venturing outside the club room. Wrong button. The idea of leaving the familiarity of this classroom was so terrifying that Yuri thought she would rather stay here forever. Oh. Yuri was now a slave to her irrational fear of leaving the clubroom, causing her to stay there indefinitely. She simply couldn't handle the pressure of seeking answers herself. Eventually, if she waited long enough, answers will come. They must, right? Yuri would only accept knowledge if she didn't have to take the initiative. The concept of facing the unknown head-on was so overwhelmingly daunting to her, she couldn't even commit a task as simple as leaving a room. But she was certain that if she waited long enough, something would be revealed to her. Soon. Very soon. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. I thought the room was zooming in for a second. That scared the shit out of me. Here it comes. Yeah. Huh? Okay. Okay. Alright. We will finally enter the hallway. Now that Yuri was in the corridor, she was faced with two different directions. Yuri turned right, out towards the gym. This was not the correct way to the gym, and Yuri knew that perfectly well. Perhaps she wanted to stop at the school courtyard just to admire it. Ah, yes, the courtyard. Truly a place worth admiring. The school concentrated beautifully with nature. The school contrasted beautifully with nature, creating a scene that was truly a pleasure to witness. Yuri just stood there, taking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Yuri turned around and headed towards the gym. Yet she continued walking and ended up entering the school's other wing. Then... Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, oddly uncomfortable. What the fuck? Why is it like that? Yuri was so bad at finding directions, it's astonishing how she was considered the smartest club member. Or perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy. I am really not. I want to help you. In fact, your story has been about nothing but you this whole time. Yet you arrogantly ignored me and chosen your own path. However, there's still a way this can end well. Yuri walked down the left hallway. Perhaps you didn't hear me properly. Yuri walked down the left hallway. Ahem. Yuri walked down the left hallway. Fine, Yuri. I give up. If you want to see what's on the right hallway so badly, don't let me stop you. Here we are. There's nothing here. Was it worth it, Yuri? You made such an effort to go in the exact opposite direction that you were supposed to, just to find literally nothing. I haven't even made scenes for this section, as I truly thought we would never end up here. Is this what you wanted, Yuri? To stare at nothingness? Was it worth forsaking the entire plan I made specifically for you? Do you think that I just didn't put a lot of effort into it? Because I did. If you didn't want to follow that story, then what do you want? What would have made this game better? Do you want a team-making mechanic? A desirable main character? Help me out here, as I've made it as... Oh, fuck. Help me out here, as what I've made clearly didn't satisfy your strange desires. Actually, let's try something. This is a stab in the dark at a new design. Let's see how it goes. Generic happy ending edition. Hello, Yuri. Glad you can make it to the festival. You remember the curtains and candles, right? I'll kill you if you forgot. Of course. This is gonna be so much fun. Don't get a hold of yourself, Sayori. Don't get ahead of yourself, Sayori. We still need to set everything up. That's right. Can you get your cupcakes ready while Yuri sets up the decorations? I'll start displaying the poetry pamphlets. I'm so tired. Sounds good. We scatter and begin working on setting everything up. Everybody did their part as soon as the preparations for the festival were complete. The classroom was dimmed by my curtains, giving it an atmospheric feel. Natsuki's cupcakes were prepared at a table near the entryway. Slowly, people started entering the classroom. While the majority of visitors just stopped by to get a cupcake, you explored the room a little more, admiring the work we put into it. Occasionally, people could be seen reading the poems that Monica put up against the walls. This continued for a few more minutes until it was time to perform our poems. Monica volunteered to go first. She read her poem at a steady pace and emphasized the rhyme scheme. You could easily tell that she had been practicing a lot. When she was done, a handful of people clapped, and then it was Sayori's turn. She read one of the ones she wrote for the Literature Club. I could tell because I recognized it from our previous meetings. The few people that were still paying attention by the end of her poem seemed to enjoy it well enough. Natsuki went, and then I was the last one. As I stepped up to the podium, I could feel my heart beating faster and faster. I was nervous, but also excited. What would everyone think of me? What if I made a mistake? A sliver of doubt entered my mind, but I shrugged it off as fast as possible. Then I began to read. Each word felt so natural coming out of my mouth, as if it was destiny. At this point, I was unsure if my reading was voluntary. I was lost in my own thoughts, yet I continued to read with a powerful voice. I glanced up and saw a small crowd. Among them were Monica, Sayori, and Natsuki, all smiling at me. As I saw this, whatever doubts or fears I previously had melted away like invisible ink. I knew I could do this. I finished the poem strongly, and even Monica seemed impressed. Sayori and Natsuki were eagerly congratulating me. I felt a little guilty as I didn't show nearly as much enthusiasm towards their performances. A few minutes later, it was time for the festival to end. We all began taking down decorations and started to clean up. With all of us working together, it took little time for the classroom to look just as it did before. Great job, everyone! The room looked amazing. Your performances were also very impressive. Although we didn't get any new members, I still think we managed to create something that people will remember. Yeah. And to be honest, I didn't really want any new members. I think just the four of us are fine. I agree. It's really cozy right now. Oh, come on. Having another member wouldn't be that bad. But I do see what you mean. All of us are really good friends. If adding another person would make you uncomfortable, then I wouldn't want to do that. Thanks for understanding, Monica. We all packed up and began to head home, satisfied by the day we just had. Well, Yuri, what did you think? Did you like this new version of the game? On a scale of 1 to 5, please rate your experience. Really? Yuri, I'm doing this because I want an actual opinion. A 3 gives me absolutely nothing. It's almost as bad as a 1. It's just it was alright, or, how am I supposed to work with that? Whatever. Hopefully this next idea will help you form a stronger opinion. The closest to multiplayer we'll ever get. Behold, an online leaderboard. So what do you think? Does this leaderboard tap into your competitive nature and motivate you to improve? Look at it for as long as you need to decide. Actually, never mind this. I've been making my own game and think you would be the perfect playtester. I'll load it up now so you can take it for a spin. Oh. Oh. I'm done. Oh, jeez. It was so fast and I'm so tired. Wow, Yuri. You lost already? Was it too hard for you? And here I was thinking you would get past level 5. Okay, if my game was too difficult, let's try playing someone else's game. I'm looking some up right now. This one looks interesting. It isn't gameplay based, so I'm sure it would be a better fit for you. Let's give it a shot. Ooh, I like the animation. What is this exactly? Well, here we are. Alright, Yuri, let's go see what this game is all about. I've heard lots of praise for it, so I'm sure it'll be decent at least. Obviously, I'm not very familiar with this, but I'll try to Wait a second. There's 5 different routes? 13 different endings! I'm sorry to cut this short, Yuri, but this game just won't work. It's way more open-ending than I thought it would be. I'm looking forward to something more linear, you know? No, this won't do at all. Next. Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, I don't even know what this game is, but I already love it. You're trapped in a dark, claustrophobic office. You can't even move. Isn't it so much further than you? Well, due to the dark atmosphere and Night 1 attacks, I think it is reasonable to conclude that this is a horror game. However, the power suggests that we are in a children's restaurant. This has me wondering, a horror game set in a children's pizzeria? I knew it. Wow. that this game had potential to enter our minds with brilliant and engaging scenes instead of cheap jump scares that are just made to exploit the human nervous system. I would know. To tell you the truth, Yuri, I'm getting pretty sick of these games. I'm gonna meet my criteria. I don't think you're benefiting from them either. So I'll just leave you here in the middle of nothingness. If you suddenly have a monumental idea for the perfect game, just let it ball up inside of you for the rest of eternity. Goodbye. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Yuri Parable. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of stupid. There was a lot of, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun, but I don't really know where to go if I want a second playthrough. I guess just continue through where I left off. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And until the next video, peace. Oh, whoopsie. I was not on the stop recording button.